family? This is your local OG motherfucking Juggalo here, motherfucker. It's a microphone, by the way. But yeah, I just wanted to just see y'all's thoughts on this. Try to run through this quick because it's a long story. Let's try to make it short as possible. About 3 years ago, I had filed for Social Security disability. Well, it's been getting close to 4 because I was 32, 33. But so I filed about 3 years ago, almost 4, and I had went into the doctor's, office or whatever, and my buddy that I filed for it, he went into the same office, and he was working, and he got he got it, he got disability, because he had back problems, which I have back problems too, but they ignored that. But they ran tests or whatever on his back, like everything he told me they did. I was like, huh? They didn't do that with me the first time. Here's what they did. Okay, I went into the doctor's office. I had to get in a fucking doctor's gown or whatever you call it, patient's gown, for whatever reason. And then he comes in and he looks at my feet a little bit. Not really much. You think he would pay attention to it more, seeing that they're the main fucking problem. But then he checks my breathing or shit, on my back. And while he's doing that, he sees his clown tattoo on my back. Got a nice sized clown tattoo on my back. He's like, "You like clowns or whatever?" I'm like, "Yeah, which I do. I like clowns, like Bozo the Clown, Krusty the Clown. I've always liked clowns, you know. Maybe because when I was burnt, they come and visit me. But let's see. Yeah. So then he was like, "Oh, so you like ICP?" I never thought nothing of it. I just answered honestly. I was like, "Yeah," and like instantly, as soon as I said yeah, he's like, "Hmm." Like really, he's like, "Hmm." Well, not like that, but his facial expression was rude. Like he was instantly better than me. Like, oh my god, one of those fucking juggalos. Like kind of like one of those type deals. But either way, so the whole thing changed. Like I'm like, well, this is wrong. That's wrong. He's like, huh, mm-hmm, blah blah blah. And he was writing it down, but he ignored my feet. Cause see, the reason why I say that, because when my dude went in there, he's a friend too, so I know this actually happened. When he went in there, he said it was his back. They actually took X-rays and shit of his back. When I go in there and I say, well, my feet are messed up, and I know my knees are medically messed up from, because I have it actually documented from when I was younger. My knees were really bad off. Like it was hard for me to get up and down the steps. So mom had took me to the hospital, and the doctor said, every time I take a step, cartilage rips out of my knees. It's just the way it is, and it's always going to be like that. So, since I was 13 until now, you figure that shit adds up. And, my knees daily go through fucking pains, and like, it's hard. Like, I gotta rotate walking up the steps. It's hard to explain. Like, a lot of times I go one leg at a time because the other leg I'm not pushing up on hurts. But then, after a couple of days, or after the next day, or the next day actually, sometimes within the day itself, my fucking other knee starts hurting. So it's like a no-win situation. But yeah, so and then he didn't take X-rays of my feet and shit. Like if he takes X-rays of my feet, it's game over. They have to give it to me because by definition I am disabled. You know, and not just by definition, just what I go through. Period. I'm disabled. I've worked ever since I was 13. I was ringing a fucking bell for fucking Salvation Army because from 13 until like 15, that's all you could really do. They didn't want kids any younger than 15 doing dangerous jobs. But once I turned 15, I worked at a Burger King until I was 18. almost 19. And then, then I worked jobs here and there, like, a picking company, and, pretty much all my life until I hit a barrier. Just, just everything started going downhill. Because, you can only, ride on a flat tire for so long until, your car starts breaking down, the structure starts getting fucked up. And it's the same way with the human body. You know, you can't fucking keep on walking on fucked up parts or whatever you want to say, fucked up structure, and think everything's gonna be all hunky dory. It's like a house. The structure's fucked up. Well, guess what? The house is fucked up because eventually it's gonna start falling, and it's the same with the human body. And I'm getting to the point in my life where a lot of things are failing, I guess you would say. Like my feet get numb, which they're numb right now. They've been numb for over a couple months. Like, just new things just start popping up. And then, when I was younger, I got shin splints, and that pops up every once in a while. But I know how to, deal with it, I guess you could say. You just gotta try to walk on softer ground like the grass. Uh, my hips and shit burn. And when it becomes like wintertime and shit, and so I know I got arthritis, which I don't go to the hospital because I ain't got a medical card. Even when I go to fucking to try to get one of those or whatever, I get the runaround. They want me jumping through hoops. Like, don't y'all understand that? I'm fucked up. Like if I was from Mexico, and I love everybody, so don't get me wrong when I say this, but it's the truth. If I was from Mexico or Canada or from Britain or from wherever, if I was just a foreigner, period, and I come over here, it seems like they get everything they want. I seen a foreigner in the disability office, for example, and he was on disability, and I was talking to him. I asked him why, and from what I gather, because there's a little language barrier there, but he spoke English well for the most part. But from what I gathered, it's fucking because of his toenails. And his toenails were long. They was creeping on the bottom of his feet and wrapping around him for the most part. And I'm like, can't you fucking cut that shit off or whatever? And I guess it was something, I don't know, it was something religious. I think he was bullshitting. But either way, they gave it to this dude for toenails being long. I got feet that look like someone took a fucking sledgehammer to them. And they're like, we don't know if you're disabled or not, bro. Really? Really? Let me fucking smash your motherfucking feet. Let's see who's fucking disabled and who's not. Let's see how well your fucking life goes, right? After that. Let me fucking disfigure them, for real. Let's see how well your fucking life goes after that. See how much that impacts you once I fuck up your structure. And then talk to me 35 years down the road and tell me how well you are. Tell me you're not disabled. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I was burnt too on top of it. So I got muscle structure damage when I was younger. And that don't stop. I still got rope scars that run through where muscles should be. Like I had skin grafts and shit taken off my legs to put on my legs. Because there were certain parts of my legs that wasn't fully burned. My back's burned up, all fucked up. So there's a lot of rope burns and muscle structure fucked up there. So I have a lot of back problems. Just like a couple days ago or whatever. A few days I wasn't making a video there. Is because I really couldn't. And I didn't do nothing. I was just walking. It was just like, ugh, it just hit me, It kind of like when at the concert when my knee fucked up. I don't know, man. I just think it's unbelievable that somebody like me and like my brother has cerebral palsy, And it took them almost as long to fucking give him the decision. Just because we was foolish enough, I guess, to work when we was able to. And seeing that we didn't have no recent injuries, they want to jerk us around. But they know we're disabled. Just like they know with him and they know with me. There's no other way around it. And I get punished for actually trying to work. I'm sorry I hit a wall, but I worked all my life. I get punished for that. I put all this money into the system and they can't even take an x-ray of my feet. Really? I put all that money, like all the years I was working, all that money I put into the system. You can't take an x-ray of my feet. Okay. Maybe I should go fucking live in Canada, become a citizen, and come back here. Then I'll probably get everything, right? And I say Canada because if I say Mexico, everybody's going to be like, you're racist. No, it's just the fucking truth. It's the truth. Period. It's sad, but it's the truth. But either way, that's it, Much clown love. Whoop whoop, motherfucker.